Yo, what's up guys, it's PJ here, back again with another free-for-all video. This is going to be kind of like a part 2 or updated version of how to play free-for-all. If you want to see the previous video, I would just watch the how to work on the map part and that stuff. I will put timestamps on it, so timestamps on the previous video and timestamps on this video too. This is only for trick shotters, snipers only. Loadout again is still the hawker, but I did change a few things. I think the last video said 5 attachments, pretty sure. After nerf, we're running gunfighter. But here we go. Take a screenshot, take whatever. This is the fastest pop shot. It's doable for sniping. Just hit all your shots. Make sure that you get a screenshot of that. Secondary, I used to have a Cat 40. Now it's this gun since it came out. I use the automatic on it, so make it automatic, trust. Okay, here's the change part. I strictly use echo unit now. Decoy grenades. Okay, so if you have a tryharder, use decoy grenades. Tryharders, they're always in my lobbies, and I try to adapt, and I literally went to theater mode how these tryharders play, because I'm always wondering what's in the mind with tryharder, and I always see them rock scout pulls, UAV, scout pulls, UAV. They are always constantly using UAV, and you would think, oh well, you need to counter UAV, right? No, because they use this perk, vigilance, I think that's how you say it, vigilance. He used this perk which is immune to counter UAVs, and so they always run that. So decoy grenades have been a plus. I would face a crimson guy or a diamond player. I haven't run into iridescent players lately. I think you want to be in iridescent or like hit it once, but I face those guys. I don't really make the last. I won't have big lead, but I would have a 5 kill lead using decoy grenades, because what I notice about tryharders is they constantly look at the radar. They're just constantly looking at the radar, pumping that UAV scout pulse, because no one runs ghost really that often on free for all. So I was like, all right, let me put a decoy grenade where a person might be there. I throw the decoy grenade, bro, they get fooled every time, and the footsteps and everything, they're trying to hear footsteps, so they're hearing the footsteps, using the UAV constantly. And they get confused because there's a decoy around them. They're like, what the heck? And I kept them off guard, dude. Trust me, you probably won't beat them. Maybe if you're a sniper like me, you can beat them with this class. So, and tomahawk, I love my tomahawk. And these are the perks. Alright, score streaks. Again, you could run UAV counter or EMP. What I've been running is the UAV dog and EMP system. The dog is a replacement of the sentry gun, because the sentry gun takes forever. You're holding that thing and then you're just planning it, and it's like it takes forever. If you use a sentry gun, you know what I mean. The dog, you can make it into a sentry gun, and what's also awesome is it's also a trophy system. So you could place it on your spot or the sentry gun spots that I will be telling you, because the last upload I showed you where to put them at. So use sentry mode on the dog, trust. And then EMP systems, because people sometimes get high kill streaks, you EMP it. The only downside is there's a glitch right now. If you EMP a person's dog or sentry gun, it becomes invincible for some reason. Been trying to reach out on Twitter. They don't care because it's free for all. So I think that bug is just to stay there. So if you hear enemy dog and use your EMP system, you're fucked, because that dog is now invincible for some reason. But everything else is good. Alright guys, we're at Vertigo. This lovely map. Honestly, I would say it's still the Black Ops 2 spawns, because in Black Ops 2 I would love to snipe right there, right here, right here, right here, right here. Like I said, I use decoys now, but if you want to use a shock charge, I would shock charge or decoy this right here. that spot right there. I'll shock charge it, and just just hold your spots right here. Boom, boom, boom. That's how you do it. And then we got the second spot. I also did this in Black Ops 2. I would shock charge or put a decoy right there. And you have people spawn right there, right there, right there. People also like to spawn right here and come through. You could also just jump. Boom, boom. You can go like this way. I think it was a little too hard, but you can also do that spot. And there's also a third spot. So we got a third spot here. You can put a decoy or shock charge right there, or you can put it right here. You can put it in anywhere, honestly, right here. I would say this spot is the most where people will go. So yeah, someone likes to spawn there. Someone likes to spawn right there. Boom, right there, and then someone spawns right there, and then most likely they're gonna spawn right there. Boom, there. Trick shotting spots. I think it's the same thing. You got this spot right here. And also the suis are normal. I can't believe they added that. The suis are normal in this. That's insane. Or you can go for something insane right there. So yeah. Oh, also this spot right here too. Oh. That to myself. But yeah. I'm trying to find some new spots, but ooh, you can also go for that. That's probably a new spot here. But this is the spot right here. You go from right here. Yeah. So yeah, that's vertigo for you. Now we got torque. This map is actually pretty fire, but it's really small. But I like it. First spot here is this spot. You put a shock charger right here, or a decoy right here. You can throw it right there because people like to come through right here. Really good. So yeah, people like to spawn right here. Boom. Some person likes to spawn right there. Person always like to spawn right here. Sometimes they spawn right here. So yeah. And boom. Yeah. This spot right here. Go to the second spot now. It's the other side. Is right here. I like to go back and forth right here. I put a shock charge or a decoy right here. And yeah. Oh, a person always spawns behind this. This is a fire truck, right? What is this? This is some kind of truck. They always like to spawn back there, so just always get your eye out, and then someone likes to just control this area, and you'll be fine. Two known trick shot spots. I like to do it right there. I used to tomahawk right there. Sometimes you probably hit. I haven't hit it yet, but yeah, trick shot right there. This is UAV. I wish they kept. I feel like they tried to keep it in the game, but like, I don't know why they put it here. But you can go for this. You can hit it from there. Also backside right here to spawn, and then this is the best one right here. Right here, boom, boom, to mid. Yep, that is basically this map. On to the next. Alright. This beautiful map over here, Summit. So the BO2 spots are not in this one. I used to play a spot right here because everyone would go mid, and now in this game people don't like to go to mid. Yeah, this is the spot right here. You can throw a decoy right here, or if you have shock charges, I would throw a shock charge there or right there. But I throw a decoy here, people get confused. And yeah, so person likes to spawn right there, there. right there. Check these sides. It's just this area right here. Just check those. So yeah, that's the spot right there. And then you go over here on the other side. I put a decoy, or you can put a shock charge right here. This spot right here, right there. Shock charge goes off. You get it right there. Sometimes people like to come through here, right there. This building is your friend. So yeah, and it's a summit. Same spot, like that spot right there. Trick shot. If you spawn here a lot, you could honestly, because there's a person that always likes to camp in that building too. You can go for that. You can wallbang this wall right here, right here. Wallbang that. So like, if there is someone, go for that, or you can go for the range shot. I don't know if you guys remember his shot right here. Two-way off that, or you can also go for this wallbang right here, and boom, yeah. That's pretty much summit for you. So, yeah. All right, we got primetime. They made this map so perfect, man. Honestly, I love this map. Probably one of the best new maps. First, we got this side. I just usually just cover this side, put a shock charge right there, or a decoy. Boom, boom, boom. All four sides. They usually like to spawn right here. Some guy always spawns right here, so always check this truck, and then yeah, guy likes to spawn right here. I mean, you can check mid all the time. Sorry guys, I just woke up. Sorry. You can check mid. Sometimes there's people right here, but you know, in this game, no one pushes mid, so. And then we got the second spot here. I like to actually just cover this side. A person likes to spawn right there, and then people like to go right here. And then sometimes a person likes to spawn right there, and then you can sometimes get people right there. I put a shock charge right here. You can put a decoy right here because people will think there's actually people fighting here. And you can get easy pickings right there. So just back and forth in your spots. And then the trick shot spot is over here. Boom. People already hit from the spot. I'm really jealous, but like, dude, this is probably like the best part about this map. I really do wish they add more, whatever this is, launch pads. Like, if they add more launch pads to this game, dude, that'd be awesome. But yeah. Yeah, we got Plaza.
We're not here to make friends.
BO2 map. And there's only one spot for this one. I think there was the same spot in Black Ops 2. It's just middle. If you're using shock charges, I would just put a shock charge right here. Decoys, like I said, use your decoys, whatever you feel like the most popular spots are. I like to put it right there. Right there. So yeah. Again, boom. Go right here. Check that spot right here. Right here. You can also check right here. It's just the middle is your friend. And people like to go middle. So. People like to go middle in this map. Not in the maps. The other maps, sadly, but. Yep, just circle around there. Good. And then you got the trick shot spots. The only bad thing about the trick shot spots, it's not a lot. Go for this spot right here. I hit like 3 trick shots already on this map. I wish there's just different. I mean, you could go for like this one. Someone's like camping right there. Go for like a little backdrop, I guess. And that doesn't really work. Or you can go probably like this. I don't know. There's not a lot of trick shot spots in this map. But yeah, and then you got over here. So yeah, there's not really a lot. Unless you can be creative a little bit. But it's up to you. So yeah, that is Plaza. Alright. We got Clifftown, aka Yemen. And there's only just one spot for this map. I always just go to this spot because I just don't like any other spots you've probably seen or like you probably tried. But this is honestly the only good spot. I don't know why, it's just really good. I put a shock charge right here or a decoy. This map is especially good for decoys because if you put a decoy right here, because people like to just come through right there, get right there, and then sometimes people are in that building. It's just this spot right here. It's just a good spot. I love it so much. And then sometimes you get right here. So just only go over this spot. I mean, like I said, you could go for other spots like right here. People like that spot. And then there's another one, but this is honestly the only good spot right here. So, yeah. And then the trick shot spot, sadly, the Yemen Sui is gone on this map. But you can still do doable stuff like this one. Get that one. There was a good one, but they patched it. It's unfortunate. You can also go for this one right here. Go for a tomahawk shot, or you can go for a little wall bang if you want that. But yeah, there used to be a spot here that was so awesome, but they took it off. So that is Clifftown, aka Yemen. So yeah. Alrighty, now we got firing range. Obviously the BO2, Black Ops 1. I don't even know how. I think they remastered it every Black Ops game. But yeah, it's the same spots. This one right here, you know, boom, boom, and sometimes people like to spawn in that building. If you have shock chargers, I like to put a shock charge right there. And decoys. Yeah, you know what it is. And yeah, just circle around. Boom, boom, boom. And then for the second spot, I mean, you could do this spot right here. Like the always, like you can just camp right here. The only thing is, again, people don't like going where Black Ops 2 spawns are. I don't know. It's just it doesn't work like how it used to be. But it could work out if you have a decoy, like I said. Put a decoy right here so you can make people come out. Put a shock charge right there or right there. So yeah. It's a good spot, but honestly, this spot right here is my favorite spot. I guess you can say it's the third spot. Put a shock charge right there, or right there. Put a decoy. First spot's right there. To the middle. But this spot right here, I like it the most. Yeah. And then you guys know the trick shot spot. There's here. I'll show you some spots right here. So yeah, let's just say just this spot right, the tower. Go from here to mid. I did hit this shot one time, right there, and then you can go right here. Go for a wall bang. If you don't want to shoot over where this area is, you could go for this spot right here. I just messed up. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. If you don't want to go for this spot, dude, I'm so not. But if you don't want to go to this spot here, you can also go over here, get wall bounce here, boom. And yeah. But obviously there's so many good spots. Okay. On to the next again. Alright, we got Gridlock, a BO4 map. Alright, and okay, the first spot is this spot right here. I like to put a decoy right here, shock charge right there. And just people just come out from there. Some guy likes to come right there. Then people like to go right there. Sometimes people like right there. And yeah, just like suck around this area. Boom, boom. Then we have the second spot. Put a shock charge right there, or decoy. Again, the guys with the decoys, honestly, you can put it anywhere. So like those maps I've been showing you, like there's spots for decoys, but I would just say if you running decoys, just put it at the spot that like it's more predictable that people will come. So yeah. So like I said, people like going right there. Boom. Boom. And sometimes people like to spawn in this building. So yeah. If you have a tomahawk, I like to go for this tomahawk spot right here. I'll throw it in the middle right there, but throw it right there. It's a good tomahawk spot. I haven't hit it yet, but probably will. You can go here to spawn right there, or you can go the other way. Maybe someone's like right there. Go for that. But this is the trick shot spot right here. If someone's right here, oh my, this is right. Oh, I messed up. If someone's right here, this is the spot right here. Oh, double bounce to mid. That is the dream shot right there. Obviously, if you have good timing, you probably hit it. But yeah, that is the dream spot. On to the next. Alright, now we got onsen. Onsen? Another one of those Japanese maps. I really like this map for sniping. It's really fast paced. You can easily get a 5 on. I've seen a lot of my free-for-all friends get 5 on, so this map is really, it's a plus. So this is one spot right here. People like to spawn right here. Person likes to spawn right there. You get some people right there, some people right here. But yeah, you just go back and forth on this spot right here. I like to put a shock charge right there. And then you can put a decoy in the middle, because a lot of people, like I said, this is a small map. People just see that there's like shooting going on, they come to mid. So yeah, and then we got the others. And then we got the other side over here. Same thing. Boom. People right here. I like the bounce right here because a lot of people like to come in this room. Just bounce right there. Snipe that guy. Boom. And then sometimes people like to come right here. Again, put the decoy right there. Or if you have a shock charge, put a shock charge right there. So yeah, and then trick shot spots. Got this one. Go for that. Go for this. There's a lot of different variations you can do. Go like that, or you can go like this. And yeah. Oh. And then this final one right here. You gotta time this one. Because sometimes you won't hit it, but boom. That would be really cool through the smoke. I mean the fog. But yeah, that would be cool. Alright. Alright guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it actually makes you a better player if you're a trick shotter. Again, sadly, this game gets a lot of bad rep. I honestly think this is a really good game. You just gotta give it a chance. Especially for you trick shotters out there. I understand you guys can't handle the sweats. Either just get better or just reverse boost at the end of the day. Or you could just 2-box. Because this game, for trick shot, I'm telling you, for trick shotters, this game is so good. Like I said, I don't know what else I can give you tips on. The other maps, like I said, go to my first how to play free for all game. But please subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please just leave in the comments. I'll probably just help you out there. It's your boy PJ. I'm out. Peace.